Oh no, Microsoft Fabric is so confusing. Oh dear. Oh my. What am I possibly going to do? Oh, wait. Maybe it's not as confusing as we think it is. There's all these comments I just saw that are online, and all these people are complaining about how confused they are. Well, let's clear up this situation. This stuff is not as confusing as we think it is if you get your head on straight. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. All right. If you like this content, like, subscribe, share all that good stuff. If you want early access to the videos, you want to support the channel, become a member for as little as $5 a month. You can get early access to all this content. All right. So we're here, and I'm sitting here inside of Microsoft Fabric right now, and like, okay, I want to create something. I'm in Fabric. What am I going to do? Well, I go in and I go to new item, and oh my, oh dear, oh no. Look at all these items that are out here. There's just so many things that are out there. What am I going to possibly do? How could I possibly come up with which ones of these things am I going to do, right? Am I going to be using API for GraphQL? Do I need a metric set? What about an event house? Is it a data pipeline? What am I doing here, right? Like, I just possibly can't keep track of all of these things. Yes. Yes, you can't keep track of all of them. Don't try to keep track of all of them. Figure out what's going to work for you, lay out your pattern, and I'm going to let me show you how you lay out your pattern, right? All right. If I in fact, before I do that, before I do that, before you even say, "Oh, this is too much and I've got a better pattern," let's go and let's look at Excel, shall we? Okay, inside of Excel, this is Excel. What do we have in Excel? Well, we've got all of these different tabs and all these different things that are out there. So, okay, let's go into, the insert tab. Oh, look at all these different things that are up here. How am I going to possibly know which one to do? Look at draw. Oh, wow, all these things. Page layout. How could I ever possibly do that? And these are the basic things, right? Now we're starting to get into formulas. Oh my gosh, look at all these financial formulas that I've got added in logic. I mean, there's just so many different things inside of here. Now, if I go to data, on the other hand, like this even starts to get much more crazy. Now we do all of the stuff that is going to go on in Power BI. It's in this kludgy, sometimes 30-year-old formats that you're having to juggle and manage inside of here to make things work, right? So you've got all these different data things. Heck, look, you've even got the data model. So you've got inside of here, you've got Power Query, so everything in Power BI, you've got Power Pivot or your semantic models, you've got legacy content, all of this stuff, right? You've got accessibility checks, you've got commenting, you've got audits, you've got all of these different things that are inside of Microsoft. Just Excel. Is Excel too difficult for people to use? No, it's not too difficult for people to use because all people do is go in and then they just type some stuff in, do a formula or two, and that's what they use it for, right? If you need to do something more, you do those things more that you need to do. You don't necessarily have to go in and do .NET based development inside of Microsoft Excel in order to do something in Excel, right? So let's go back to Fabric and let's figure out how do we make this usable for people, okay? Now there's a whole bunch of things in here that's going to make things usable. First thing to start with is the thing that like everyone collapses, and you know what? I'll shrink myself again. So we got this little button here that allows you to like actually build out a task flow, right? And you know what? While we can start with just some basic tasks, I can start with some ones that are out there already. So, okay, I'm doing some basic data analytics. I select this. Now I go in and I create items that are based upon what I'm doing. So if I'm going to be collecting data, okay, I go data flow gen 2 or data pipeline. Very easy, much simpler, right? And in fact, these are all Lego based access. So and I'll tell you straight up, if you don't know what a data pipeline is, really, go Dataflow Gen 2. Like, there should almost be the easy button. This is super easy, right? Once you go from there, next thing we do is we go on to store data. If I click on new items, well, where are you going to store your data? Probably a warehouse. It's probably going to be the most easy thing for you to do. Great. Now, you might also want to do a lake house or something else, but if you don't know these things, just follow the easy path that's here, right? From there, what do? Oh, I want to create some visualizations. Okay, well, what am I going to do in a visualization? Is it a report? Is it a scorecard? Or is it a dashboard? I got to tell you, it's not a dashboard and it's probably not a scorecard. You're going to start with the report, but that's why it's first, right? And then the last thing, you might want to do this tracking data. What are you going to do? This is data activator. Frankly, you're probably not going to use this one. All you're going to do is you're going to sit in these three areas right here: collect data, store data, and create visuals. Keep it simple, keep it really basic, and don't overcomplicate your lives. You don't have to know about streaming GraphQL data sets or whatever the heck that stuff is to be super effective and efficient with this tooling, right? Just go in and use it in the most basic way that you possibly can. Does that make sense? Keep it simple. Don't go all crazy and nuts on this stuff. Don't pull your hair out. Don't think I can't do this. There's just too much. No, there's potentially too much in every tool all right there. Find out what's going to be useful for you and then go and do just that thing. All right. I hope you found this little bit of a rant useful, because I have 100% faith in you. Let me know what other tips you have to like make Fabric easier for people to work in and use, and ignore all the noise and the other stuff, right? Focus in on what's useful for you and your organization. Build a pattern, right? But let me know what else you find useful. Leave those in the comments down below. What questions you have. Let us know what questions you have. I'm happy to answer those questions. Like this, lots of things in Fabric is crazy hard, but lots of it isn't. And we're happy to get you on the right path with these things and make it so much easier. You don't have to know all of these things to be up and running in this platform. So don't you worry about it. You guys have the absolute best day ever. Peace. Okay, and I get it. There is a lot in here. There's no doubt about it. If you're finding it overwhelming and you want like someone to actually build the stuff out to actually help do all that stuff, head over to bakertilly.com/digital. Myself, if you fill out the little form that's over there, myself or one of my coworkers will come in and help you out. But if you think you can do it, and I know you can, check out one of these videos right here and get yourself up to speed. You got this.